Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to the channel. You know it's your boy King, and today I'm going to be giving you part 3 of what if Kurama gave Naruto a dojutsu. And I hope you guys enjoy. Get this one to 100 like as usual. And yeah, but before you check out this, go and check out the what if I did earlier. What if Naruto went with Itachi? And also get that 100 likes. I'm getting the next part as soon as possible. So get back to this. Remember to share to all of your friends on your social media platform. And remember to turn on that bell notification if you click that red subscribe button and join the Anime King notification family so you can see exactly when I post. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Start the intro. So last time we left off, Naruto was being taught by the Kyuubi as Naruto had learned a lot in his first day. He had also seen back Tazumi, Inuzaka, and she told him about her son. As Naruto went to school that day, Naruto met Kiba, and the last part we left off, Kiba was called up to throw the shurikens that Iruka gave him the test. After Kiba, Naruto was next, as Naruto, he didn't really focus on throwing kunais or shuriken, so he just said, I'm gonna wing it. So that was pretty much the last part, but you guys can check it out and learn about Naruto. He's gonna get a dojutsu as Kurama told him that she's gonna change his genetics to give him a dojutsu, but Naruto need to learn some specific first, like chakra control and everything. So yeah, let's get straight into it. Alright, said Iruka. Uzumaki Naruto, you're next. Alright, here we go, said Naruto, as he then threw the shuriken and the kunai at the dummy in front of him. To his surprise, Naruto kunai and shuriken landed in the circle right on the dummy's chest, as Naruto couldn't believe that he got his target, as he was afraid that he would miss. Iruka then started to clap as he said, "That was great, Naruto," as he smiled at him. Naruto turned back and gave him back a smile. Naruto then returned to his place among the students. "Congratulations," said Kiba, as Naruto smiled at him and said thank you. Taijutsu practice was much painful as he got handled by Mizuki much harder than the other students, as Mizuki had a thing for him or something, like he hated him, as Naruto could see, catch him glaring at him sometime. At the end of the day, Naruto was happy that it was finally over, as he could go back to being trained by the Kyuubi. Naruto was about to run off as Kiba stopped him. "Hey Naruto, do you want to have dinner over my house tonight at 9? Kiba asked him. He had already considered Naruto as a new friend from the academy. Naruto smiled as he nodded. "Thank you, Kiba. If your family do not mind having me, then it will be really great." Naruto said that huge smile on his face. Kiba nodded as he said, "Okay, just make it to my house at 9. I'm gonna tell my mom and sister," as Kiba told him exactly where it was. As Kiba then ran off, as Naruto said, "I'll be there." Naruto smiled and made his way back to the training field again. By this time, the Kyuubi had woken up to see many Naruto clones reading and practicing the taijutsu stance, as they all were performing ninjutsu hand signs and kinjutsu with the sword. The Kyuubi chuckled as she heard Naruto run across the lakes doing his laps to increase his speed and his leg muscle. "Did I miss anything important?" she asked him telepathically. Naruto smiled as he recognized the voice. No, not much. Well, Kiba invited me over for dinner tonight," Naruto said. "Good for you, kid. Now, I want you to continue these exercises for the next 3 months, and then we will work on something else. By that time, you will be up to peak conditioned with your physical training. The Kyuubi told him as Naruto nodded and followed her instructions, doing what she said. Oh wait Naruto, who is Kiba? She asked. Oh, he is Kiba Inuzaka. Oh, you get a new friend, and you're going over the woman's house that made you blush like crazy, the Kyuubi told him. Naruto sputtered out nonsense as a blush came across his face. That is completely false, Kyuubi, Naruto said, defending whatever honor he had left. I don't know, kid, with how you acted when you saw her today, I can only wonder, the Kyuubi said to him. Naruto blushed deeply as he just gave up. The truth was that the woman did spark something inside of him that Naruto was really interested in, but he wasn't really sure what it was since he was too young. Well, anyway, Naruto said as he changed the conversation, let's get this training over with, as the Kyuubi can be heard laughing in her cage very loudly. Yeah, then we can see you go gaga over the Inuzuka head of the house, the Kyuubi told him, making Naruto blush again as Naruto then screamed out as she laughed in the cage. Later that same day, Naruto finished all of his exercises as he looked up to see the dark sky across the training field. Realizing that it was night, he wasn't really focusing because he was so focused on his training. Naruto then chuckled as he dispelled all of his clones. The memory of their experiences rushed inside of him. Naruto had worked all that evening and he could only smile at his progress and what it has turned out for him. Naruto took in the memories of all the taijutsu stands that the clones did and read up on as he then remembered the necessary hand signs for channeling his chakra and for performing some low-level ninjutsu. He also smirked when he get the memories of the kinjutsu as he knew how to fuse his chakra with the sword on some low-level technique, not the high-level ones, because he's still too young, but he's getting them. I am getting stronger, Kyuubi, Naruto asks. Kyuubi just chuckled as she sit in her cage. You're doing very well, kid, I must say. Even though you just started, you're doing some great progress. I must say that it looks like you are probably the strongest kid inside of the academy, the Kyuubi told him as Naruto think about it, realizing that none of them are getting this type of training from anyone. Naruto think about the academy as he then remembered a certain friend who had invited him for dinner. As Naruto then looked over his clothes, realizing they were all dirty, as he said, Kyuubi, I have to get home and wash up to go over to get some dinner at the Inuzaka compound. Oh, Inuzaka, huh? Just shut up, said Naruto, as he ran off with incredible speed, feeling himself, knowing that he gotten faster with that little bit amount of training. Naruto got home as he washed up and get ready at the Inuzaka compound. Kiba sat at the table with his mother and his sister as he went over the day with them. He told them about his new friend at school, Naruto Uzumaki. Sumi chuckled as Naruto's name seems to be coming up a lot around here lately, she thought to herself as she saw him today. And he totally put that emo Uchiha and his Banshee Sakura in their place. You should have seen it, Kiba said as he told them everything that happened today. Tsuzume and her other children, Hana, laughed as they imagined all-powerful Uchiha being put in his place by the dead last in the class. If he can talk down to that Uchiha, then he's okay in my book, Hana said with a smirk on her face. Kasumi chuckled as she was soon ready to prepare dinner. Kiba didn't remember his invitation. Oh yeah, Mom, can Naruto come over for dinner tonight? Kiba asked her. She looked at Kiba with a raised eyebrow as Kiba had a never-ending smile on his face as he stared at his mom. She then turned to Hana as she said, yeah, I would love to meet this friend of Kiba. Tatsumi chuckled as she was going to meet Naruto for a second time today. Alright, when is he coming? She asked Kiba then said yes. Oh, he's coming at 9 p.m. tonight, he said to her. Tatsumi nodded as she decided to take out an extra plate for their guests. This night might be interesting, Tatsumi thought as a smile graced her face. Kiba and Hana smiling as they really wanted to see this blonde boy. Kiba just wanted to see the friend that he made today, and Hana really wanted to see him. With Naruto, it was now 8 p.m. Naruto soon made it home, as he then reached, as he closed the door behind him, as he smirked as he looked at the time, realizing that he had some time to spare, as he took off his training clothes. Naruto then soon put his training equipment away, as he smiled on his way into the bathroom. Well, isn't someone in a happy mood on the visit to someone's house? Said the Kyuubi, as Naruto just brushed it off. Soon Naruto stepped in the bathtub as he soaked in the sodium warmth of the water. Kyuubi, can we talk face to face? Naruto asked her. The Kyuubi looked with strange confusion on her face inside of the cell. Sure, kid. You don't really need to ask. I do not mind your visit, she said, as Naruto then closed his eyes, as Naruto was now in his mindscape. Note to self, Naruto said as he looked around. Fix this damn place later. Kyuubi shouldn't be in a place like this. As he walked past the bars, Naruto soon came up to Kyuubi as he took in her illustrious form, as he then blushed, as she smiled, knowing that she could make him blush with her body. What do you want to talk to me about, kid? She asked. Kurama then looked at him as she saw a worried look on his face. What is it? Naruto then kneeled down, as the Kyuubi also kneeled down, as he looked like he was serious, really wanted to talk about something. If you could assess my skills right now, how good are they? Naruto asked her. The Kyuubi raised one of her eyebrows, as she adopted a thinking pose. If I can think of it, even though you just start training, your chakra level is far past even a cage right now, or in those standards, she said. But your control of it is in a genuine form. You have genuine level taijutsu and kinjutsu from your experiences with your clone and everything. It seems that it's very hard to find any book on genjutsu without going far into the shinobi section of the library. I thought the basic of things would be grouped together, but that isn't the case. Well, with any case, I am sure we will get to your genjutsu training over time. You can rely on me dispelling any genjutsu being placed on you for the meantime, but you don't really know any ninjutsu other than the ones you've been taught at the academy, the cage bunging, and not much more. You would have to find out your nature for right now. So, would you like to do that right now? She asked him, as Naruto nodded. Of course, I would love to do that. What is a nature? He asked her. The Kyuubi then chuckled at him, as she then went over the natures such as wind, fire, earth, water, and lightning. Those are nature infinity. Just place your hand on top of mine, and I will tell you what your nature is, the Kyuubi said to him as Naruto nodded as she held out a hand. He did as he was instructed. Look for you, kid. You seem to have 3 natures. You have a futon affinity, a Raiton affinity, and a Katon affinity. Although that last one might be from me, I can send you some information in training in with them, and it won't take long for you to train in them in ninjutsu and manipulate them. Naruto smirked from the information as he hugged the Kyuubi. Thank you, he said, as she hugged him back. Don't worry, it's my honor, she said with a smile on her face. So Kyuubi, Naruto said after breaking the hug, can we work on my dojutsu right now? The Kyuubi smiled as she knew that he wasn't going to be silent about that for too long. Sure, but changing one genetic map, it's not really too easy. It might be a few years before you can use it, the Kyuubi said to him. Naruto nodded, as he wouldn't mind waiting. It doesn't bother me about the time, as long as I can have one made by you, I will be happy, Naruto said, as the Kyuubi then smiled back at him. So, what kind of eye jutsu would you like? She asked him. Naruto thought for a minute as he looked up and scratched the back of his head. Oh, I know. I want a dojutsu where I can copy any jutsu. The Kyuubi looked at him like he had no creativity. So all you want is a Sharingan? She asked him, hoping that he would say no. Naruto chuckled at her. No way, he said. It will be like the Sharingan in a sense, but totally superior to it. The Kyuubi looked at him like she wanted to know what was going on in his head. I want a dojutsu that will enable me to even copy other blood types of other shinobis out of this village. The Sharingan cannot do that from what they told us in the academy. When I looked at people with my dojutsu, I want to be able to adapt to their stances and even have their eyes. My eyes will look at them and then it will change into one that look like theirs and able to use their techniques, everything they have. I will even be able to copy the Sharingan and have a Sharingan in my eye, and any other rare blood type I will be able to copy it. The Kyuubi smiled as this really sounded like a challenge, but she liked the challenge. So you want a dojutsu that will give you the ability to copy bloodlines and other dojutsu, and you want to be able to mimic people fighting stance as you see them, the Kyuubi asked, finally summing up everything, as Naruto smiled and said, yeah, but I still wish to be able to copy ninjutsu and genjutsu like the Sharingan. However, it will be far superior to Sasuke. By far, he said with a smile on his face as he think about it. The Kyuubi chuckled. Alright, challenge accepted. I can do that for you. But due to the complexity of it, you might have to wait a few years for it. However, when it's done, I can tell that you will be quite happy with it. What do you want to name it? She asked him. Naruto then smirked as he went into a thinking pose. Since it's a copy jutsu, so well, I can name it the as he think about it hard. Oh, I know, the Shinsei Nagan, the divine eye of light. Naruto asked her, as he wanted to know if that was a good name. The Kyuubi smirked at the name and had to admit that it sounded good coming from him. Nice name, Naruto. I will get started right now. As you go to dinner, the Kyuubi said to him, as Naruto nodded. Okay, thank you for everything, Naruto said that smile, as he hugged her one more time, as he then walked out of the seal, as he vanished. As the Kyuubi went deep inside of the seal, she went deep down to Naruto's genetic maps, and she started to tinker with things. It didn't really affect him. It was only going to show difference when it finally happened. Back in the bathroom, Naruto was soon brought out of his mindscape as he wondered how long he'd been in the tub. He then decided to scrub himself down a bit more. After doing that, he still had about 25 minutes left before the dinner at the Inuzaka compound was ready. Naruto chuckled as he was now in a towel as he rolled all around his apartment, trying to dry himself. He then went to put on underpants as he was shirtless as he walked around his apartment. I'm bored, Naruto said, as he still had 25 minutes left. He then went and prepare himself. Alright, I guess I can arrive early. Naruto then took up his key as he opened the door. He locked the door behind him. Naruto was wearing a blue shirt with white sleeves coming out of the sleeve as it went from the sleeve straight down. It was a blue long sleeve. It went straight down to Naruto's wrist. He was also wearing a matching blue pants with the white streams coming down from his waist straight down to his ankle. It was like a jogger's pants, and he was wearing a normal black ninja kimono slippers, as Naruto locked the door behind him and put the key around his neck as it was tied to a kind of a string necklace. Naruto then looked up as he jumped on his rooftop. He decided to be safe as he jumped across rooftop to rooftop, avoiding the crowds of people, knowing that it was night and most of them were kind of drunk, and when they get drunk they get violent, so it wouldn't be a good sight. As he was passing by, he saw some people with torch and sharp objects as they headed like they were going for his apartment. Naruto wasn't worried as the seal that Sarutobi gave him would protect his apartment and they couldn't really do anything to it. At the Inuzaka compound, Naruto managed to come up to the front door with no attention being drawn to him as he didn't see any people around. He then took in a deep breath as he reached out his hand and knocked on the door. The door then opened as Naruto put a big smile on his face. "Why, hello there, Naruto," said Tatsumi as she looked down at Naruto. "Well, you look quite lovely." "Oh, thank you," Naruto said as he scratched the back of his head. "Kiba told me that I could come over for dinner. Is that okay?" Naruto asked. She smiled as she was happy that he wanted to confirm it with her before he entered. "It is quite alright, Naruto. You're welcome to come for dinner," she said as she made way as Naruto exited the Inuzaka compound. But guys, I'm gonna end this episode right here. If you want to see another part of this, you already know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on that bell notification to stay posted. And remember to share this to all of your friends on your social media platform. And yeah, go check out my second channel, Anime King 2. And I hope you enjoy this one. Get this one to 100 likes. And if it's the first time you hear my voice, I have two channels. This one, Anime King. Another one called Anime King 2. So go check out both of them. And trust me, the both of them have great lovely what ifs. So for now guys, I'm out. Peace.